and welcome to Off the Wire, the University of Miami's experiment in late-night comedy mixed with a natural college in immaturity. Tonight's guest is April Zhang. And now, live from Studio C, she's your host, Molly Dominic.
Oh, shucks. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Wire. Once again, I'm your host, Steinway Piano, Molly Dominic. We have a great show for you tonight, if I do say so myself. Tonight's episode is filled with some special stuff. First, a delicious cream filling. Second, Off the Wire has been approached by Paramount Pictures to make a sketch about Zoolander for the release of Zoolander 2, even though it already came out. So look forward to that. And third, we have a former Nickelodeon star, as our guest. So that's very exciting. Yay, clapping is nice. And seventh, we have a special Valentine's Day band, even though Valentine's Day was last Sunday. Guys, we really should have done this show last week. That's okay. But nevertheless, Find Me Awful Sinfonia will be serenading some lucky guests in the audience tonight. So, what happened to me out there just now? It could happen to you. At any point during the show tonight, you could receive some very public love. So get ready. But all this love talk, it reminds me of a love story I know. Guys, I think it's time for Storytime with Speedy! Yay! Come on, very large kids, let's gather around. Oh, you're so precious, oh my gosh. Once upon a time, there was a router.
A rooster?
No, you silly Billy. Roosters are for crowing. Routers are for routing.
Routing? You mean like the bus driver?
No, you tiny person. Bus drivers use routes to drive buses to school. Routers use routes to drive computers to school. Leave my stage. Go. All right. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Once upon a time, there was a router named Shirley. Shirley was a nice, simple, homegrown router, innocent with dimples and rouged cheeks, and her cord formed a little curly Q. Shirley was helping a nice young man in a cubicle one day connect to the internet to look up Workplace Gone Wild, her usual task. But this time, Shirley decided to glance down at the screen, and she could not believe what she saw. Still thinking of the steamy images clouding her internet connection, she glanced across to the adjacent cubicle, and she saw her friend Gary in a whole new way. Had Gary's lights shone so brightly before? In fact, the repeated wink of his internet light seemed to wink at her. But Gary was in the next cubicle over, far out of reach. What would she do? Gary was a modem, and all this router wanted to do was connect to him.
Hey, Speedy.
What?
It's models, not modems.
Miles?
Models.
Models. Oh, I'm sorry. But you said, amp up the sex appeal for the story, and I thought, modems are like, oh, wow, Okay, well, there's your story, kids. Happy Valentine's Day. We'll be back with more Off the Wire.